How's it going, people? Bobby here once again. You might know me online as Iron Hammer 5, and today I am the Coil Master. Alright, maybe I'm not. But this is the Coil Master. Let's take a look at it. So here is the Coil Master in the box, kind of. I couldn't close it. I couldn't be bothered to take it all apart to close it up. But it comes in a box like this. On the back, you can see it includes a base, 5 coiling poles at 1mm, 1.5mm, 2mm, 2.5mm, 3mm, and 5 top covers available in different colours. Many of you will have seen this already, but I wanted to make a video. It was kindly sent over to me by gearbest.com, and they sent it over to me to make a little video about, so here I am making a video. So here's mine. It's red. You know how much I love red if you watch my other videos. Yeah, right. But this is kind of how it is. Inside the box, you get a whole bunch of different pieces, and as you can see, it's a little bit confusing because there's so many of them there. But each one of these is a top part, and it has a different size rod. That's one of the smaller ones, and you can see it goes right up to a big thick 3mm one like that. But there's several of those in there. Tugboats leaking everywhere on the desk. Please stand up, tugboat. And there's all different sizes. You saw on the box which sizes were there. But just to kind of show you what it is if you haven't seen it before, it's a nice little coil jig kind of thing, which helps you make coils, and it's super easy to use, and it comes out with some really nice looking coils every time, from what I've done so far. So let's show you how it works. Basically, the way I've been using it, because it's so confusing, basically I've just put the 2.5mm rod in there, and I've just left it like that, and I've put the other ones all back in the box and just kept this one out there. And my camera just moved all by itself. Thanks, camera. So yeah, this is how it is. And if I get some wire out here, I can show you. I should have had this prepared before I started the video, right? But I didn't, because I'm me, and that's how I work. I'm sure you're all used to it by now. If I get a little piece of wire out here, you can't see what on earth I'm doing, but there's wire. Can you see the wire? And I just dropped something behind my desk, so that's going to be fun to get back out. Anyhow, here's a piece of 26 gauge wire, and this is how it works. So you drop it on the floor first. You can see there's a little hole in the side there, on this side. There's a hole that goes through kind of diagonally like that. So what you want to do is, from the outside, you will just feed your wire in through there, and it comes out that side. And you can feed it right through, so you've got a little piece for your coil leg at the end, and you want to hold on to that piece. And then literally what I do is I just try and straighten it out along the edge of this piece as much as I can. This wire's all bent. If I was making a coil, I would have straightened it out a bit more beforehand, but this is just for examples. So then you just pop this part on like this, and you can see the little screw bit there, and you just knock everything over with the wire as you wind it around. So I should have used a bit shorter piece of wire, it's knocking everything over. But you can see as I wind that around, the wire winds around and hits everything on the way around. But if I just keep winding it, I'm just going to do a big one just for the sake of it. You can see that it's winding it around like that. The first wind is normally a bit dodgy, so one of the best things to do is to use that and unwind the first one. But there's all the wire used up, and just by winding it around, you can see how easy that was. We've got like a pretty perfect coil. Like I said, the first couple of wraps there are a bit weird. You can squish them down on here if you want to try and do it, or what many people are doing is just putting it back on the other way around, and then using the tool to kind of unwind the dodgy ones, and you can pull it out straight. And you've got a pretty decent coil there. You can see how quickly I did that. If you take a bit more time, you can get it even neater. But I mean, for a coil that quickly, it's pretty good, right? I wouldn't complain about using that, and I'm sure many of you would be more than happy to use that too. So if you're fed up of wrapping around a screwdriver and getting your wraps not very tight, because it can be kind of hard, especially when you're first trying, maybe you should check out one of these. Like I say, many people will have seen them before, but I wanted to make a video on it just in case there was people out there that hadn't seen it before. So there's me. I've been using it. Like, I'll put a picture up now which shows you the first coil that I built using this. I think it's actually still in this tugboat. It might be a bit disgusting looking now. But that was a coil that I built with it. I'll put the picture up when it was fresh so you could see it. But pretty good stuff for the first time I've ever used it. So there it is, guys, the Coil Master with all its pieces all everywhere, and it's a pretty nifty little tool. Especially, like I say, if you've never wrapped a coil before, this will make it super easy. You can put the different size rods in here to use them on the end piece, and obviously each rod corresponds to a hole on here. They're matched sizes, so you can see they've got different sizes. I've just got a tiny little hole. And if you're using thinner wire, you can move this little nut part here. You can move it into the other hole on this side, and it's a little bit closer to the middle or a little bit further away. You can change your mind. And to undo this, look at this, guys. What comes with it? To open that, you can see it's like an Allen head. It's a blue screwdriver, but it's an Allen head blue screwdriver. Look at this, guys. The blue screwdriver is evolving before our very eyes. I can't even get that out. There we go. A blue screwdriver. That's an Allen key. Check that out. If you haven't got one of those yet, it's almost worth ordering just to get one. Anyhow, there it is, the Coil Master. So that was the Coil Master, people. Like I say, you've probably seen it before by now, but it was kindly sent over to me by gearbest.com. They've got it on a sale right now. They've got a clearance sale going on, and I think it's like $7 or something like that, which is pretty goddamn cheap. They do free shipping from China. If you haven't heard of GearBest before, they're kind of a little bit like Fastech, but they've got a whole bunch of stuff on there. They do free shipping from China worldwide. So check them out at gearbest.com. There'll be a link to this actual item below in the description. And I think that's about all. A real simple, easy way to make some coils. If you haven't built coils before, or even if you have and you kind of find it a bit tricky, many people out there have no problem by now just wrapping it around a screwdriver or something. But this does make it so easy. Like, I've just been using it. I even put twisted 26 gauge through it the other day and wrapped the twisted 26 gauge coil using this. Came out perfect. So no complaints. It's just really handy to have. Like I say, if you keep it laying around like this, just with a 2.5 on, which is the kind of size I use quite often, you can just grab it out. You don't need to worry about all the different pieces. I wish they were labelled. They're not labelled. They don't have the sizes on. Like, it'd be handy if you can match them up. It's kind of tricky trying to keep finding out which one's which. You have to kind of sort them, like smallest to biggest, and then go, oh, this is the biggest. That must be the 3mm. It's kind of hard to tell. But it's a little thing aside. For what it is and for how much it costs, I would say pretty much every vapor should probably have something like this, like, just because it's so handy to have. If you really need to wrap a coil quick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little twists like this, and it's done. Sorted. So there you go, guys, the Coil Master. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. More videos coming very soon of some slightly more interesting stuff than this. But there we go. Take care, and I've got nothing here to vape on. Can you believe it? I don't have a vape within arm's reach apart from this, but I think it's a bit dry. I'll leave you with a vape on this. I'll take a risk. This could be the dry hit on camera that I always talk about. Take care. And bye-bye. Pathetic cloud.